We all have the point, dude. It just trust to it.
Check 1 2. What is up, guys? So today I want to explain to you why I'm gonna stop sneaking into music festivals. And no, it does not mean that I'm gonna take down my sneak-in video. No, it does not mean that I'll never do festival videos ever again. I will still make those videos, but for the time being, I will not sneak in anymore. Why is that? Well, you know, at certain stages of your personal development, you know, when you start off discovering who you are, you know, maybe you're very young, teenage years, and you know, in my head, if you're from like, it's itching my face, from like 12 years old to 21 years old, in my head, you're a teenager, you know, and during that developmental stage, you know, you're still trying to find out about yourself, and you want to find out about what you can get away with, and you want to develop your own independence. You want to do your things that you want to independently do, no matter what society thinks, no matter how many haters hate on you for doing what you do. So then you're like, fuck that, and you become a rebel. And that's actually a beautiful thing, I think. The teenage part of your life, I think, is one of the most beautiful moments of your life, because you finally break out of that social conditioning and you learn to think for yourself. You know, you learn to do things that you want to do, no matter what other people think. And that might be some crazy thing like sneaking in places, and yeah, but you know, at some point in your life, you can't just do that all the time. You know, imagine if every single year you follow the advice in my video and you sneak in music festivals. Well, what does that say about your financial situation? Right? Think about it. What does that say about how much money do you have, or how cheap you are, right? Like that you have to do illegal stuff every year to get in places. And I thought about it, and I realized I don't want to be that type of person that's so cheap that I can't even afford $100 to go to a concert. Like, how does that make me like how does that make me an authority in my field? You know, like I want to be someone that people can learn from, look up to for some sort of guidance. Doesn't mean I'm the best in the world at what I do, but you know, in personal development and becoming a better person overall. And if I'm the brand, the guy that like encourages people just to do illegal shit, then how is that growing yourself? How is that making the world a better place? It's not, you know. And it's you know, I read a lot of the hate comments on my video, on my channel, and actually some of the hate comment, actually maybe 99% is just projecting some hate, you know, whatever bullshit, but there's always that 1% that's kind of true. And I always thought in the back of my mind, yeah, sneaking in festivals, like at some point it's kind of it's fun, but you're taking value, you know, you're leeching from society almost, because you're not paying, and you know, whoever's organizing that festival, I guess you're sort of taking money from them. They make so much fucking money, so you know, ethically speaking, you could say like, well, they have so much power and money, like one person's not gonna change anything, whatever. You know, I don't want to get into a philosophical debate here, but you could say that, you know, Immanuel Kant with utilitarianism, he was like, yeah man, like whatever one man should do is like, couldn't you turn that into a universal law, right? So if anyone snuck in music festivals, then there would be no more money and there would be no more festivals to do, because the organizers wouldn't have money to organize the festival. And then, fuck, you know? Anyways, so that's sort of a next level of thinking. You know, when you grow beyond your teenage years, then you start having empathy for other people. You start having sort of a consciousness about how your actions are impeding on other people's happiness or other people's feelings or whatever it is, you know. And yeah, not only for the festival, but you know, really just for yourself, man or woman. It's like, if you have to do this every single time, like, yo, take care of your fucking money. build a business, become an entrepreneur, take care of yourself, you know. Save up some money, learn how to save, learn how to invest in yourself. Because if you can't take out even like $200 for a life-changing experience, you know, an experience that you'll remember for the rest of your life, then don't sneak in festivals. You know, if you're cheap ass, if you're sneaking in festivals just because you know, you just want to cause mayhem, then don't fucking do it, you know. The reason why I snuck in festivals is because, you know, back in the day, I did not have a choice. There were so many festivals I wanted to attend. I did not have the money. I did not have a job at that time. I was still a student, and I barely had enough money. Like, if I spent $200, that was like, that was over. But now I'm done school, so then I have money. You know, I can go to festivals and shit. So that's why I pay now. And you know, the reason why I used to sneak in festivals a lot was also because there was this sort of thrill that I had just from sneaking in, that it felt like a war against an enemy. And I was always like fascinated by war and stuff like that. You know, reading Robert Greene, the 33 strategies of war and shit like that. And I saw sneaking in a festival like sort of a, like a Splinter Cell type of video game where, there's the guards and the entrance, and it's like you have to break in, and it's like a really tactical type of mission, almost like a freaking, it's like a tactical mission. It's like you have to strategize, you have to know when the guards are circling, when they're not here, and you have to have the distraction, have the girl to distract the guards, and then you go 3, 2, 1, go, and then you sneak in with your friends, and it's like this entire tactical game almost. And man, I kind of miss it. It was so fun. But it was sort of like this opportunity to prove myself. And us, especially us men, like, we crave this adversity in our lives. We want a reason to prove ourselves. We want a reason to, we want an enemy to defeat. And many of us that don't have any enemies, that don't have any obstacles in our lives, don't have any challenges in our lives, then we just make them. Because if we don't have any challenges to overcome, then we'll just find a way to make some. And when I started this channel, okay, I had the challenge of learning how to pick up girls, and I still am struggling with this challenge right now. But on top of that, I needed something more, so I thought, hey, you know what, I'm gonna sneak in festivals. And that's what I did. I thought I needed this type of challenge. I needed to push myself beyond what I thought was comfortable, what I thought was possible. And that's why this sort of turned into an opportunity for me to, I guess, grow, to face my fears in some ways, or face, it was sort of like a, beyond that, it was like almost like a, sort of like, it's gonna sound very bizarre to many of you probably, but almost like a spiritual thing of like, me against society, like me against what the world expects of me. And it's not even to like say fuck you to the world. It's just like, it's to find myself, to find like my freedom almost. It's sort of like breaking in that festival was sort of like a metaphor for like being free, like getting out of that prison of your mind. That everyone tells you like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. Fuck that, I want to do it. And that was sort of this moment for me. But I titled this video, why not stop sneaking in festivals, and now I'm talking about how I love sneaking in festivals. What the fuck. Anyways, guys, I'm serious, don't do it. And I mean, okay, you can do it if you're desperate, whatever, but don't blame it on me. And I never pretend I never gave you that idea. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you understand now why I'm gonna pay for festivals now. I'm gonna still make videos, so don't worry. Don't forget to click on the bell so you receive all my videos that I post every Monday, Friday, and check out my Patreon page where you can see updates of my new montages that I'm gonna release in the following weeks. There's already a preview right now, so go check it out right now. So, thank you. I'll see you next time. Peace.